Hi, I'm Nisa.
And I'm Robert.
And we're here in the studio to talk to you about the art of the wilderness video.
In this video, we have matched a ton of compositions to help create a pattern that you can notice as you're watching a video.
So these are the 3 repeated patterns of temptations that the characters go through throughout the video, starting in the garden and the king, and then Jesus being tempted in the desert.
The temptation moments were so quick. You should feel kind of this, like stressful, anxious feeling.
Hey, you gotta make a decision right now.
And even the sound feels so distorted. Almost like closed off in a way, because that's really tied to their emotion of being tempted. And yeah, that is meant to all push away from the feeling of the openness and the presence of God that you experience throughout the rest of the video. And we ultimately see Jesus taking the breath, taking that moment outside of this to even then just reflect calmly and then look to God to conquer that.
The whole video actually is set up on a repeating pattern of compositions. Creating this repeating pattern is part of the meditation literature process, trying to meditate on what could this story be saying. And you can see it repeating really prominently in these temptation scenes here and here and here. One exception to the pattern is when we make it to Jesus, because he goes through the same sequence and then breaks out of it at the very end. The canyon scenes are also repeated.
Yeah, the canyon scenes were our way of creating a focal point for God's presence. Not only is God being felt, but he's showing up. And so you get that again where Jesus is triumphant after his temptation. And what I learned that I love is that the wilderness is a place of preparation. Yes, you could be tempted there, but you're ultimately going to be refined by it.
You could probably go through the whole video and match up almost every single one of the scenes.
I really like that we were able to lean into that so much.
The storyboard artist for this project also worked on the How to Read the Bible series and was very integrated into the conversation about patterns in the Bible. We had a handful of scenes at the end where we moved into a more modern environment, and all of those scenes still replicated a composition from one of the wilderness sections, kind of as a nod back to we are still in the wilderness. You in particular developed our little dandelion.
Yeah, I love this little character. I love even the contrast of this little weed in the wilderness here. And I chose a dandelion because I love that these are just a sign of beauty, resilience, strength, and a surprise of you don't know where these things are gonna pop out.
Both of them are thriving just out of view, but they still get caught by God's provisions. Thanks for being one of the first people to watch The Wilderness. We hope you enjoyed this look behind the scenes.
See you next time.
Oh, I think we can actually do this. Oh!